Hey there, guys. We are back with some more. Let's try. This time we're playing Polycore Defense or Polycore Defense. So this is what they call this, a tower defense, obviously, from, as you can see in the background, with with some unique features as well. And I've played this for a while, like maybe a few minutes or two. And what can I say about this game? It is a really solid like tower defense game. It has all the mechanics you need from tower defense game. Also, a big shout out to the developers. Just because in the early parts of the game, just before I launched it, I um it was a prompt that just says if you're a creator, just remove the music because it might get copyrighted. So, shout out to TorksGames for that, the developer of this game. So, let us check this out, and I will try to explain as much as possible here. So, if you're a tower defense fan, you would probably be easily you can easily like get the style of this game. It kind of reminds me of a bit of Bloons TD with some more sci-fi elements to it. And what I like about the tower defense game is the quality of life changes it has. So this game has it almost everything that I don't like about tower defense games. So first of all, this might seem intimidating, like the amount of towers that there is, but for a good tower defense game, I think a variety of towers is really good. So that is why I like um I like an what do you call this? I like an upgrade or like a nice variety of towers here. So in the early game, you can only unlock few and you can unlock more turrets as you reach more levels. And each tower has their own upgrades, so I will try to explain that later. And there are also different types of enemies. So there are different gist of enemies and different upgrades. So in general, these are the types of enemies here. Like this is the least, this is the like the weakest, and this is the strongest. And they have like the higher the HP, the slower it is, etc. So it's a typical tower defense game, and there are modifiers here. I hope I'm still I am not losing you guys. So in general, there are like fast enemies, armored enemies, healing, splitting, all the typical stuff. Immune to stuns, immune to slows, um, boost. They boost others. Cloak, invisible. There are flying ones. There are growing ones, and just increased health in general. So those are the modifiers. So you know what? In order to get this, might as well try like let's try a map here in the difficulty, and we also have an abilities which can unlock later. So for now, I will not like try to spoil any of the later game stuff. So that's why I'm playing with this. So in early game, obviously, the path here and start and try to defend this. You have amount of HP. There's also your ability here, ignore incoming damage. So this is really good if you know you're leaking. And its cooldown is 5 waves. You have your gold here. You have your starting here, wave 1 to 40, and you have your fast forward here. So first, you know what? Let's play some minigun. So maybe. So as you can see here, there is like two. What they call this? There are two types of circle. The darker one, I mean the more gray one, the more solid gray, and the more pale one. So the solid one is the range of your base tower, and once you upgrade it, you can see the range tower. So that's one quality of life that I like. You can see where do you want to place your tower. So if I place it here, the upgrade in range will not be really beneficial, but if I place it here, it would be very beneficial. You can also rotate your tower with your scroll wheel like this. So maybe I'm gonna place it here. Also, what I like about this, like for example, you can see like it shows what like the obstructions here block the tower range, so it's really nice. So there are many quality of life features that this game has from every tower defense game that I play. Also, you can right click to zoom in on your tower so you can see. Lastly, you can change the focus. You can change it whether you get first or not. So right now, as you can see, if I get range extender for 75 gold, all, or maybe I can just install all. So if I have a lot of gold, I can just choose to install all. So if I can do this, as you can see, the range is increased. So for now, let's just get more upgrades here. Overclock increases the attack speed. High caliber increases the damage. Thermal sensor allows for invisible enemies to get shot. Aerial targeting allows it to target air enemies. So pretty much the gist. Plus, the tower gets, a visually stunning upgrade every time. So maybe I'm just gonna put like a background music while like in the edit, so at least it will not be bad. But if you're not what do you call this? If you're not streaming or not uploading this, you can see the background music. It's pretty nice for a background music anyway. Also, this fast forward speed here, if I press F, like you can see, I can change the speed here. I can also like press 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to change the speed, which is really nice because if I want it to have really fast but not be overwhelming, I can just times 2, times 3, times 4. Plus, there's also autoplay. So if you're like up to a point where you just want to see how long you can go, and you're like, maybe you fill the map with everything, maybe you can use that autoplay to your advantage. So one thing I like about, like one thing that I really want in a tower defense game that this game has is the fast forward. Like any tower defense game should have fast forward. But for now, let's try to have like maybe mid speed, so at least you can follow what's happening. Also, you know what? Let's fully upgrade this. Also, what I like about this game is wait, I'm gonna show you later. I'm gonna get a spinner right here. That range is not enough. You know what? Let's just place here instead. I think this is much more useful. Spinners are really good. So what I like about this is I can use the arrow keys to cycle between towers. Or I can press control and see how many upgrades the tower has. So this tower has max upgrades. This has 0 out of 5, which is a really nice quality of life. So this game, obviously, it's a tower defense game. It's a typical tower defense game you have. But it just has that quality of life changes that, like, I don't know, previous tower games don't have. It just makes it easier to play, like, in my opinion. Like, if you ever played Bloons, you will easily like this game. Plus, it's a bit more sci-fi feel, so maybe I'm just biased of the sci-fi feel. Let's also look at this. Sound effects are pretty decent as well, and the graphics. Maybe I'm just a sucker for sci-fi games, man. Maybe I'm really biased just because of that. Also, shout out to TorksGames again for like sharing this game to me and notifying me about this game, which I could not have seen. So if you like what you're seeing and you want to explore more, especially the higher tiers, which would unlock it like in the later parts, I'm gonna put the links in the description below. So maybe I'm gonna play like maybe a few minutes of this, so at least I can show you the ropes. Also, let's get a proton sniper, like maybe here. So a proton sniper is really good. Like, I want to change focus to most health because I want you to destroy like the higher HP ones, because you're a sniper and your sniper is to deal damage to the higher HP ones. So I will not spend until I can get the install all. So I don't know, it's more satisfying for me to get the install all. Plus we're not leaking anyway, so that might be useful. Oh, new perk point. See, we're leveled up. A new perk point obtained, and we get to choose another tower. So this is how the unlock towers work. So maybe I can get... Should I get a zap tracker? The tracker zaps enemies 13% zap every 6 times with 16% tracker. Honestly, let's try a shockwave generator. I'm a sucker for AoE. Oh, your range is perfect for this area. Like maybe around this. Also, let's upgrade this first. How many upgrades do you have? You also have 5 upgrades. That's nice. Plus, it's so satisfying. If I do it max speed, it's so satisfying to see. But as I said, let's try not to do it so fast. Upgrade. What I like about this, look at this. Infinity range. Global range. So the best place to put this guy is the least amount of obstructions. So as you can see, plus this guy, solidifier, it allows enemies to, like, you know those enemies that split once they die, it prevents them from doing that. So it's really useful against those types of enemies. So what upgrades do we have? Piston booster, increase the shockwave, damage, slow enemies, range. Oh, honestly, sure. Let's grab you. Let's grab a piston booster and accelerator. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, one weakness of this guy. I think this guy doesn't target air. If I see if oh, look at this guy. Perfect. So you also briefly slow enemies. Let's go. Wait, so if I place two of you guys, you can briefly have 100% slow in this area? Oh, if I also match it with you. Perfect. Okay, now that's satisfying. So yeah. So for me, this ticks all that what I like about tower defense games. You know those old school tower defense games that you play, I don't know, in your like iPad before. I remember Fantasy TD or Bloons TD. It's kind of like that, but with a different style to it. So if you're liking this, I'm gonna put the links in the description. Be sure to check it out on Steam. And what I really like, I keep saying this, fast forward, man. It's my number one love with tower defense games. It's a curse because for me, if you make it too fast and a thing leaks, it's all on you. Okay, fully upgraded. And now let's have a laser beamer everywhere. So if you might be wondering like how this thing works, for every kill you get more XP. So I think that's one of my gripes for this game, is that it's too grindy to get for the later parts, but I really don't mind. The early towers are really powerful by themselves anyway. So I really don't mind. Let's place you around here. And just target most HP as well. So a laser tower deals extra damage to as long as this thing targets like a single enemy. So it's really good to let them target like the higher HP ones. So at least as you can see, it will shred these towers. So I hope like the sound levels are okay. Like I hope that the sound effects are not too loud. Maybe because I cranked the sound effects to maximum because I don't have any music. So, well, at least maybe if it's too loud. Also, maybe I will come back to this game after a let's try, after I've unlocked like a few of these things. So you guys can see the later parts of the game. Also, what I like about this... Oh, what the heck? What I like about this guy is that it has a chance to stun. But maybe like a classic minigun can do the trick anyway. Plus, the minigun really weak early, but if you upgrade them, it becomes one of the like very powerful early game towers. Oh, did you see that? That tower just got destroyed. So as you can see, if I do this also, if you like a closer look, each tower has a very unique style. Like every upgrade as well has a very own unique style. So if I slow him down, so one thing that I find in what do I see? What can I say? In tower defense games is the tower designs make them as unique as possible, so you will not confuse every tower as well. So plus points for that, for the animation. Also, we get perk points. I didn't explain that. Perk points are basically like permanent upgrades you can get for, you know, the towers, maybe more HP, etc., and more powerful ones. So come on, do the laser thing. So I'm curious, if I place another shockwave generator in the same place, would you like have enough, like would you slow them at the same time? I'm just curious because I can stack these guys really carefully. Come on, give me that sweet money. Okay, I think that's somehow working. Wow. Oh, once the wave starts, you start at the same time. I see now. So my plan doesn't work at all. Also, maybe I should get more of these things. Or maybe just more, like, minigun towers in general. You know what? Let's autoplay this thing. Let's autoplay this. Yep. Autoplay makes it really easy. So, yeah. What else can I say? I haven't really reached the higher levels yet, so I really don't know like what the towers give, but I assume it will be satisfying as well. I've seen the videos of like the trailer of this game. There are some crazy towers. Like there's some flame tower. I mean, there's some tornadoes. There are a lot of crazy towers in this game. So I can't wait to unlock those, guys. So let's just make sure like these towers are doing well. Oh, they're getting a lot of HP now. Look at this. Can I upgrade you just yet? Oh wow, these towers are showing up. The big ones. Look at that. Because of this, those guys don't really split anymore. So I think having more of these might be useful. Or maybe just more of the laser dudes as well. What else? Also, what I like about this is the stats here. They're really clear here at the bottom of the screen. They're really clear. Also, as you can see what units they can shoot. So you guys can shoot air and can shoot air invisible, but this can only shoot like regular air. So what upgrades can I get? Maybe I can get more lasers, like maybe around this area. Target to most health, and let's just wait for you to upgrade everything. It's just more satisfying to me to get upgrades to everything rather than click everyone and everything at the same time. Maybe I should really stop the autoplay now because these guys are getting really scary with their amount of HP. Yep. I should really... Unless my AoE is enough. Level up, baby. Let's go. New perk point obtained. So we get another tower at level 6, which might be closer than I think. Oh, wow. You know what? I think I might need another proton sniper. Just to prevent like the big ones from splitting. Or just snipe everything. You know what? Maybe I do need one. Maybe place you here. And you target maybe most modifiers. Just to be sure. Let's wait for everything to upgrade. So my goal is for you to have like prevent anything from splitting. So that's my main goal for this guy. Just prevent these guys from splitting anything. So as you can see, I just hope that this somehow works. Come on, come on. Give me more money. Anything else here? I don't think so. So as you can see, the difference between an unupgraded one and an upgraded one. Okay, grab you. Let's hope that you prevent those guys from splitting. Oh, wow. People are leaking. What the heck? Wait, it's the final wave. Wait, I'm winning. Let's go. I didn't even notice that, and I'm already winning. Let's go. Victory, baby. Look at this. I also unlocked time freeze ability. Also, what I like about this, I can continue in endless mode. So if I just do this, press autoplay, max speed, I can see how far I can go. But most of the time, I just lose outright just because of the sheer amount of HP that these guys have at this point. As you can see, I'm leaking so bad. Wave 42. So I can just, honestly, I can just AFK here rack up some XP. And even though I lose, I'm still like, at least I'm still creating progress, right? Because everything is so fast, I might lose instantly. Honestly, let's use that ability. So I'm invulnerable. I'm dead. Anyway, oh, look at this. Also, I'm gonna show you the perks before we go. So here are the perks. I can increase the XP gain, which I really like. Or each game the damage the course negated, turret whisper, module whisper, lucky repair, lucky purchase, etc. It's auto mechanics. So in the later parts, it becomes really good. But for now, I think I'm just gonna go with more XP. Wait, I unlocked it already. Never mind. Let's just maybe. I can just, I don't know. Each game for damage score. Maybe I can get modules are cheaper, or maybe efficient drill. I really want more of that. Anyway, let's just unlock that. Anyway, I'm gonna end that video right there. Hope you enjoyed this video. Click that like button if you did. Subscribe if you want more. Put that comment, helps the algorithm. And check out this game on Steam. And I'll see you next time. See ya.